So yesterday I went to the beach with my Nikon P950 and I went to New London, Connecticut because I wanted to film and check it out and see what was going on, because directly across from the beach in New London, Connecticut, 20 miles away is an island. So I figured I would zoom my camera in and take a look at the island and then try and do some measurements for curvature and see if we can notice any curvature, because this camera is incredible. So take a look at this. This is where we were, and it shows you I wanted to prove the distance, so I went to Google Earth and proved from point A to point B, because A is where I'm standing and point B is where I'm going to be looking. So now I want you to take a look, and I didn't get fancy with this. I didn't measure anything with tape measures and put my camera at a certain height. I just want it to be simple, because if we put 20 miles, which is the distance, into an Earth's curvature calculator, it gives us this number. Let's take a look at this. So it tells us 266.75 feet of curve. That's how much curve there is supposed to be, honestly. So like even the buildings on this island, you shouldn't really see. You shouldn't be able to see much of what's going on here, but of course you can, because there is not 276 feet of curve here. There's no curve. Water is level, and it always finds its level. When water lands on something, it will find its level. That's how water works. Water does not stick to a ball. And of course, we've been lied to. Now that we have cameras that can zoom way, way, way in, way beyond curvature, and just so many proofs, it's almost incredible that people can still believe. But of course, we've had this information, this fake information, shoved down our throat now since we were children, and that's how it works. If you perceive that we're living on a spinning ball, a magical spinning ball of water, then that is going to be your reality until you prove it to yourself that we are not. I know this picture is not as focused as I would like it to be, at least, but you have to understand, 266 feet of curve, there is no curve here. You're looking directly across at an island that's 20 miles, and you're seeing the entire thing. All right. Again, I wish this was not as blurry, but still, I think it proves its point. All right, I don't need to measure anything. I don't need to go crazy to prove the fact that there is not almost 300 feet of curvature here. It's not curving. Everything is upright. It's so ridiculous to consider that things are curving. It's just not. We've been indoctrinated. We've been lied to. And mentalism, again, is the very first key. If you perceive something, it becomes your reality. Now, take a look at this. This I thought was really cool, too. Look at this house. What is this house doing in the middle of the ocean here? Look at this. What is that doing there? You know, I bet you that house has a really interesting story. Like, it was probably, founded by somebody in the 1800s and burnt down 9 times. And I'm sure it has a crazy story. I'm sure there's a reason why it's out there too, right in front of everyone's face, right in the water. They're trying to tell us something. They really are. And with all this 19th century architecture that doesn't seem like we built, seems like maybe we found it, seems like maybe Christopher Columbus, who discovered America in 1492 after he sailed the ocean blue, hip hip hooray, yay. And I'm so glad it turned into a nursery rhyme as well. Or did it start out as a nursery rhyme? We got to ask ourselves that, because it seems like whenever they take a serious endeavor and turn it into a nursery rhyme, it just might not be that serious of an endeavor to begin with. You know what I'm saying? Makes sense, right? Why would you turn serious endeavors into fun little jokes and then feed them to the public? Why? Because they're not true. They're stories. But again, that's what we get. His story. Napoleon told us history is a set of lies agreed upon. And it's also written by the victors. I love you all, and this is for your entertainment.